What's up, guys, and welcome to a new episode. This video was sponsored by Trippy Bug Coffee here on West 23rd Street, right by UT campus, on the west side of campus, which we also call West Campus, where student housing is, the apartments and all of that stuff. The owner is so amazing. He saw me recording right beside his trailer and he asked, hey, do you want free coffee? And I was like, man, I appreciate the nice gesture. I appreciate the support because he encouraged me on all of that. So you guys make sure you get some Trippy coffee on West 23rd Street, right by UT campus. He's amazing and the coffee tastes really good. Today, we're gonna be asking a really interesting question, something that was just ringing in my head over and over today that I feel like some high schoolers are probably asking themselves because May's around the corner, graduation season is around the corner, so they're probably asking themselves, what is the next step? Is college worth it? I'm gonna borrow all of this money, what am I getting back out of it? Maybe I wanna be a dancer, I'm gonna start out earning like 30 grand a year. Does that work? When I'm owing like 50 grand after college, does it really help me? Am I gonna network? Does networking help? Can I get the experience? Maybe I wanna be in film, and what's most important is my experience, the things I'm doing myself. Can I mix that up with college? Is it gonna take me a long way? You just have questions over and over and over again. You think college is gonna burn you out, you think it's a lot of work. Well, why don't we get to hear from people who are currently in college? Is it helping them? Does it work for them? Do they not think it's working? Do they regret it? What are some of the things they benefited from it? Why don't we find out and see what they have to say? How you doing, my brother?
What's good, bro?
Okay, I'm chilling. What's your name?
Mello, bro.
Mello.
Yeah.
Where you from?
I'm from Chicago. Yeah.
So you're just out here for college?
I'm like half Chicago, half Houston. I lived in Chicago for 2 years and Houston for 10 years.
Oh, okay. That's cool, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, for sure.
What made you choose UT Austin?
I actually don't go to UT.
Oh, where'd you go?
I go to HT. It's an HBCU right down the street. Yeah.
Houston Tillotson.
Yeah.
Why college?
When I came to Austin, I didn't even want to go to college, to be honest. But my brother encouraged me. He was like, you know, since you want to be in the business industry, like I want to have my own dance studio because I dance.
Damn.
So I want to have my own dance studio in Austin. I want to be the first black man to own a dance studio. So he was like, you might as well get your major in communications and your minor in business, since they both collide. You know, communication is a lot. It's like a big thing in the business industry because you have to have connections and network and all that. So yeah, that's really why college.
I like your drive, bro.
Yeah,
you did it because of your dream. Like it aligns with what you're trying to do, and you kind of tailored it in a way that is gonna take you far.
Yeah, definitely.
And for that reason, bro, I'm gonna be in your circle now. If you want me to, we're gonna exchange contacts. I know some dancers here in Austin that I would want you to meet. You know, people who do like organized shit, so you can be a part of that circle too.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you were in high school, did you have some friends who were like, nah, I'm not going to college?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Why? What was their number one reason for saying that?
Everybody knows Chicago is a dangerous ass city. You know, they just got wrapped up in the, you know. I wouldn't per se say gang life because it was just more stuff they got wrapped up into, like having kids and shit like that. You know, they just wanted to go the easier route, like as in scamming, selling weed, and all that other shit. So it's like, yeah, everybody just wanted to stay in Chicago. If you still live out there, get the fuck up out of there.
What would you pick if you could go back in the past? Would you maybe not go down the drug route, but something else that is not really college, or would you still be here?
I'll definitely still be here. It opened my eyes to a lot of stuff, you know, because the people in my circle now, they're just hungry, you know,
hungry for success.
Definitely, bro.
So would you say college is a scam or not?
In a way, definitely, in a way.
How? What is that?
Because it's like, the fact that we have to pay an attendance is a grade is stupid, honestly. And like, cause if you're doing the work, like, and sometimes you don't feel like going to class because it's tiring because you have a life outside of school, outside of college. Like college just shouldn't be your main priority. Like you should definitely have stuff outside of college. It's like, yeah, that's probably the only scam really
For me personally, I don't think it's a scam. Just because, well, I really enjoy learning. And so I feel like I've taken a lot out of my classes. And as for whether I'll apply into the real world, I feel like that's, for me personally, it's less so what matters. I just enjoy learning new things, and I think knowledge is a valuable thing, regardless of where if the exact math class you're taking is going to apply to what you're doing in the future.
It's like no knowledge is a waste, really.
Yeah, no.
What is it you want to do?
I'm studying public relations.
Public relations. Okay, so it does it. Do you need a degree for that? I haven't been really
For
into
PR,
that field.
it just depends on the position you're taking. It's better if you have a degree. I know a lot of positions do require one, but the realm of PR, or the realm of communications in general, is a lot about connections. Most of the time for PR, you need a bachelor's at the very least.
All right, what is your major?
I am a mechanical engineer.
Mechanical engineer. How have you found college to be useful during your journey towards being a, mechanical engineer?
I feel like it's not that helpful.
For real?
Yeah, cause
Holy.
it's just like a bunch of hoops to jump through, like a bunch of exams. Like sure, like some concepts like apply to the job, but I feel like you're actually gonna learn how to be an engineer on the job, like later on in life.
Bro, this is the first. I would never have thought you would say that, cause that is like, what do they call that? Like the math, science,
STEM?
STEM. It's really hard.
Yeah, STEM is hard for sure.
So you're saying you don't need a college degree to do well in STEM? Well, Zuckerberg actually dropped out. That's really interesting.
Who's that?
Mark, Facebook guy.
Oh, Zuckerberg?
Zuckerberg.
Yeah. I mean, for like, just to get a job, I feel like you need the piece of paper, like just the diploma to get the job,
Yeah. Okay, well, are you planning on finishing, or you're probably gonna ditch it at some point?
I'm in too deep, I can't leave it like in too deep. Got too much debt. I feel like might as well finish it and get the job.
What is your advice to someone out there who's trying to be a mechanical engineer?
My advice is don't skip class. Always go to class.
So
And,
basically, go to college.
I mean, if you want to be an engineer, I feel like this is the only path is to go to college. But I feel like there's other careers where you don't really have to use college. And yeah.
If you could go back into the past before you started college, would you have applied to come to college, or you would have gone to seek out other ways of being a mechanical engineer?
Well, going back, I still come to college because there's a lot of experiences that I'm like grateful for. I feel like it's a great place to go out of your comfort zone. If I were to stay at home, I feel like I'd just be stagnant and I wouldn't like really grow out of my shell.
Yeah. Wait, you were the ex-president of
Planet Longhorn, yes sir.
Planet Longhorn.
Yeah.
What is Planet Longhorn again?
An international student org run by UT students. They normally run about like 300 people per semester from over 72 countries. So it's always a great chance to meet like people from all over the world.
Yeah. So where are you from originally?
Angola, a country in the southwest of Africa. Yeah.
That's beautiful, bro.
Yes sir.
So why UT? Why did you come all the way from Angola to UT for college education?
Yeah. So obviously we always try to get like the best education possible, and being outside of the U.S., you always get that image that you can get a lot of opportunities coming here. Gladly, I was able to get a scholarship to come to Austin, and after I did high school in Florida as well. But it's always been like tough, being away from family.
Yeah.
But it's been a great ride, a great challenge. I'm almost at the end, trying to be like you, graduate and make big things,
I appreciate
So-
it. Do you think college is a scam? Because I'm sure at some point in your life you thought like, hey, is college really going to help me? I don't know. Have you thought about that before?
Yes, definitely. I definitely thought about it a lot, and I wouldn't say it's a scam. It's definitely an overpriced system. I'd say that education is something that should be like readily available, and I feel like the systems around here in the U.S. tend to make it tough for people to kind of prosper once they get the education that is supposed to lead them to be in a good workplace. But I do feel like that with college, not just the education, but everything else around it, you can make great things, meet great people like I met you.
Yeah.
And those connections that you make are, there's no value that you can put to that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say college is Not a total scam, at least. I'd say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, not a total scam, and any international person can do it. You're here doing it.
Yeah.
You're killing it.
Exactly.
So anybody else can do it from Angola, anywhere else in the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. How you doing, bro?
Decent. Just
Good.
got done with class. Not too bad.
What class is that?
My ancient Middle East class.
Wow.
Over in Parlin Hall over there.
That's a long name for a class.
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
Oh, good question, man. I like teaching a lot.
Mm.
And I'm doing classics right now, which is like ancient history stuff. So I'm not really sure, to be honest. I've been thinking a lot about it because this is my first semester here. I transferred from a different university. So I'm it's just sort of figuring it out.
Yeah, absolutely, and it takes time. You don't have to figure it out right away. But
Yeah.
if I may ask, though, that class you're taking right now, does
Yeah.
it tie into the direction you want to go in with your career?
So I'm a big history guy. I'm a big fan of
Okay.
history, sort of whatever
So it does.
time period. So it does. I mean, it's mainly for fun, I
Okay.
guess, but I mean, it's still hours.
Have you ever found yourself be required to take a class that you consider to be a BS class?
Not an actual class. I've had to like take, but they have a couple of like different requirements that you need to graduate or whatever. And there's some of the online ones. I think about like the alcohol EDU and stuff. It's just an online thing, so nothing too like BS.
Do you think the stage you're at right now and the level of knowledge you've gained thus far, you would be able to acquire all of that if you didn't go to college?
If I didn't go to college,
Yeah.
like any college whatsoever.
Yeah, any college whatsoever. Maybe you did your stuff on YouTube, and because a lot of people learn stuff on YouTube.
I would
But
say
in
it's
your opinion,
I would say it's definitely possible. So if you have a really strong drive to learn something, you can definitely do it. Like the internet is a great tool. You know, a lot of people use it to waste time on. With all the social media and everything, it's really easy to waste time. But
Yeah.
if you really wanted to learn something, it's really it's very much easier to do.
Yeah.
Do I think it's a scam?
Yeah.
Ooh, good question. Yes and no. I think it's way too expensive
Mm.
for maybe what some people are getting out of it. If you get what you want out of it, and you feel like you use your money well, then yeah, absolutely. I don't. If you don't think it's a scam, then I don't think it's that big of a deal. But in a lot of ways, they just with the price of tuition, if you go into a field that just isn't gonna make you a lot of money
Yeah.
off the bat, like your base salary starting out isn't gonna be very good.
Mm.
It can take some people up to like 10 to 20 years, maybe even more, to pay off their student loan debts. So at that point,
Yeah.
is it worth it? Is it not? It really depends on what you do with it
Yeah.
and how much debt you accrue. So I would say it depends.
As a student currently in college right now, what would
Mhm.
you tell someone in high school or maybe even middle school that is
Ooh.
thinking far ahead? Like, is college even worth my time? Like you just said, some people want to be dancers. Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be making 100,000 or 90,000 out of
Yeah.
college.
Or even a public teacher.
Exactly.
That's what I'm interested in. But
Exactly, being a
it's
teacher
government job,
too.
ultimately.
Yeah.
it's a
So,
government job.
what is your advice to
Ooh,
someone in high school right now or middle school that is thinking far ahead? Like,
I would
does college
say-
help me?
I would probably say work hard, but don't kill yourself over it. I don't mean that in like a literal sense. I mean just like doing so much work that you don't have any fun. Because I think it's really important to make friends and to have activities that you enjoy doing. And yes, school is
Yeah.
important, but at the end of the day, it's just a number on
Yeah.
a piece of paper that says this or that about you. It doesn't really define
So is
who
it,
you are.
Is it worth it though?
I would say it's worth it,
Okay.
but you can make your own decisions and choices in even trade school. That might be more worth it than going to a four-year university where you pay ultimately tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars.
For sure.
In what way?
I'd say it's rewarding in all parts, social, academic, etc.
Yeah, I think it's really good at like finding what you want to do and also just like having fun and like just figuring out who you are as a person. Like I know that sounds cliche, but I think it actually does help with that.
Did you know what you wanted to do before you came into college?
I did not actually. And now I think I have a better understanding of what I want to do.
What was that thing that showed you what you wanted to do?
It was just like exploring like around campus and like taking different classes that I didn't think I would be interested in.
Okay.
Like-
Do you guys think it's a scam in any way?
I wouldn't say so. I
Why
don't
is
think
that?
it is.
Why is that?
I
Even
feel-
all of the money you have to spend, some people come out with like 50 grand in debt, 100 grand,
I
200.
think it's worth it. I think you learn a lot, and then also for like special fields, like for example, if you want to do become a doctor, be pre-med, like you have to go to college. Like there's no way around it.
Yeah.
So
I think it can be a scam for certain majors if you don't know what you want to do with your life. Like if you have like maybe an arts degree and you know you're just getting it just to go to college, but then you don't have like a backup plan, then that can be kind of hard to like figure out your life after that.
Okay guys, that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. I personally went to college. I finished all 4 years. I majored in government. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, but I realized my life is in TV and radio while I was a junior, so I was far in. I couldn't switch my major, so I just started to put myself in the places that I knew I wanted to be in, like my school's UT's TSTV, that is this Texas Student Television Network. So I'll leave that to you to decide. Is it good for you? Is it good for your goals? Only you can answer that question. But I would encourage everybody to do that inner work to see really if it's your thing and if it's what you want to do. Until next week, guys, I remain Mathers, your host, and I appreciate you watching to this point again. God bless you. Be safe. And as I usually say, please let's stop violence. Let's use our words more often to resolve issues and conflicts we might have with friends and family and even strangers as opposed to using weapons. I love y'all. Y'all be safe.